In this video, I will be continuing the Goodness is Rare quest, and hopefully finishing it. But first I'll claim my daily stuff. I haven't gotten my chicken rewards yet. Once you're ready, please help me retrieve my memories, Grey Knight. We can never escape our own past, for better or worse. Let me help. Okay, I'm entering Patchsoka 2's Emoscape. Hey, Grey Knight, stop standing there in a daze. Isn't this the Bellbog music? Why are we on Bellbog? Yes, it is. Grey Knight, what's going on? Are you asleep? Who are you? Stop giving me a fright. Are you out of your mind? I am your most beloved Poopsha Empire's Princess Patchsoka 2. Why has your majesty turned into a child? Your majesty? You wanna lose your head? You call the emperor your majesty. I'm a princess, so you'll address me as your highness. How many times have I told you not to get the titles wrong? Why can't you remember? But you knights risen from common lineage are excellent in everything but etiquette. Your highness, looks like these are Patchsoka 2's sealed memories. She's an actual member of the Empire? Snap out of it. We're off to the forest. So she was an actual princess on Bellbog? I've heard so much. What? I've made appointments for the forest to only cater to the both of us. Okay, guess I'll enter. For your highness to visit our humble shop, we are splendiferously honoured to host you. And for you to specially make this trip, all you had to do was make a selection of your favourite blooms, and I would deliver them personally to you. My lowly shop is not worthy of your glorious presence. It was just an excuse to come out for a stroll. You probably don't know, we Imperials rarely get any opportunities to leave the labyrinthine hellhole. Ahaha. In any case, please call on me if you wish to buy anything, your highness. My older brother has ascended the throne for more than 2 years, and our relationship has grown distant. If I gift him with spindle blooms they used to love, I think he'd be happy. We have plenty of spindle blooms in the storage. I'll fetch as many as you wish. It's just spindle blooms are bargain bin flowers for commoners. To present them to His Majesty, would that be somewhat? It's fine, spindle blooms will do just fine. Even if he's the emperor, he's still my older brother. No one knows him better than I do. Your wish is my command. I will prepare the arrangement immediately. Please wait a moment. Take your time. We aren't in a hurry anyway. The gift of flowers is mainly to let my brother think that I'm still his naive younger sister. That will make the discussion of many future matters much more amicable. Giving him some flowers to cheer him up, and maybe he'll be willing to lift the tax levies on these poor folk along the frontier star districts. You're really too naive. It's a pretty adorable way of thinking. He's not a child, so he won't pay into your hands. Yes, that's exactly my goal. To remind His Majesty of how totally adorable his younger sister is. One must know the reason to move the heart. Those high officials have done this sort of stuff before, but none was able to move him. It probably won't work either to verbally spar with him using facts and reason. In the realm of governance, even children have their own weapons. They don't lie, plot, or vie for power, or at least that's how everyone thinks of them. So when I skip in with a huge bouquet of spindle blooms, crying and wailing to beg him to remove tax levies, no one will think that it's an issue of governance, just an innocent desire of little girl. If the scenes reached that stage, and His Majesty still refuses to soften these people's hardships, the resulting pressure will surely be excruciatingly torturous for my silly little older brother. And I know him. He may not care about the people, but he cares about what the history books will write about him. You've got some guts, girl. You're scary. That thinking of yours is pretty naive. Teehee, I was born into imperiality after all. Just putting what I've learned in here to practice. Where's the shop owner? Is he planting seeds or something? Your Highness, Grey Knight, you must take your Highness and flee. What? What? Is there a war going on? Lieutenant Japuk? What's wrong with you? It's a coup. Your second sister wants to usurp the throne. His Majesty has been assassinated. What? Second sister? She killed? Grey Knight, run! Take her with you. That mad woman will exterminate all successors to the throne. Hurry! The lieutenant musters all his strength and yells at the top of his lungs, then coughs up blood and stops breathing. What in the world happened? I don't get it, I really don't. Let's leave this place first. Yes. That was unexpected. Are these on our side? Your Highness is hereby requested to return to the palace. The Emperor wishes to reminisce on days past. But I heard that the crown had fallen. The crown will not fall, and the throne will never be vacant. General Patet, my older brother, was nothing but generous to you. Your Highness, affairs of sentiment only mean something to people of your age, and that filthy commoner beside you. Since you won't return with me, forgive me for being brusque. Hide behind me. I'll fight them.
World cleansing dragon. Rise.
Resistance is unity.
Bloom.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Green Knight, when I think about it, second sister isn't my mother's biological daughter, and they've never seen eye to eye. Once she ascends the throne, the authority of the Empress Dowager's clan will be greatly reduced, which is why we should first escape to Kinsharitik Estate. That's the Empress's Dowager's fiefdom. Second sister's soldiers are crawling the streets. Let's find a car and set off. And try not to alert these turncoats. Gosh, why do you park the car so far away from the florist? Oh wait, I think it was my terrible idea to drive less, walk more. Bah! No point blaming yourself now. Let's go. Wait, do I actually get to drive the car? I really hope I actually get to drive it. Do I need to not get noticed? Take the car and leave. Grey Knight, you drive. Stay off the main roads and take a detour through the countryside to exit the city. They probably won't be able to set up stringent blockades so quickly. Later, the Empress Dowager rallied her army and overthrew my second sister's short-lived imperial rule. I ascended the throne and became the Patchsoka Empire's emperor. In order to protect her young daughter, the Empress Dowager began ruling in her stead. It was disheartening that when I was of age, the Empress Dowager passed away. My extended family did not intend to return my imperial authority to me. My conflicts with the regents became intense, and our relations gradually soured. It was clear to me that I was fast losing my position as a puppet ruler. It was clear to me that they intended to kill me sooner or later. General Daquette, I've known you since I was a babe in arms. You were so heroic back then, but now, here you are, pathetically denying your own crimes. Your Majesty, even if you say that, I did not do it. Tax Collector Turian, he was an upright and moral official, yet you, Uncle, gave in to your vileness and burned their whole family of 49 to death. What? Why is the tax collector burning a family of 49 to death? That's a very big family. I have received more than one memorial for you to pay your blood debts, but you are my blood kin, and I have not the heart to execute you. If you confess to your crimes on public broadcast and repent, I will only relinquish you of your duties and send you home. Tezokik, you were the one who killed them, didn't you? Such insolence! You committed mass murder and dare frame my family for it. More worse than a beast. General, do you remember? I was a puppet dancing in all your hands. How could I ever commit such a brutal deed? I know what you want. You want your power back. You just need an excuse to purge the loyal servants who've toiled for you all these years. After my death, you will announce that the fiery tragedy was a result of consolidated authority among your relatives, and then you will force the council to pass a vote and reinstate your imperial authority. I could tell that you tell when you were just a baby. You and your father, your elder brother and sister, you're all the same, all beasts of nature. Enough. Retainers, take him away. Just accept your fate without resistance. You impulsive tyrant. I will end you today. Was he just shot? Retainers, take my uncle home, and then summon Lemonmar. Understood. Summon Lemonmar. A short while later, a young woman named Lemonmar enters the throne room. Patchsoka 2 motions for the retainers to leave them, leaving just the two of them in the throne room. Lemonmar, you've done well. Your Majesty is not to do but command me. It is my utmost honor to serve your Majesty. I do not deserve any praise, especially when your Majesty has even promised me that I would be the Empire's spy master. This is the fortune that my ancestors have bequeathed me. How could I not reward you for such an important mission? But I do have some words of criticism. You overdid it this time. Your Majesty's words ring true, and I reflect upon my acts as well. But forces of nature can't be controlled. Arson is something that is hard to grasp with precision. So she was the one that burnt them all. That is true. Alright, enough of this upsetting talk. Let me raise a glass to you, Grey Knight. Bring out the wine for her. Also, why am I here? And why am I her Grey Knight? Patchsoka 2 nonchalantly tips a vial into one of the glasses. You witness everything. Just pick any glass and bring it to her. The Emperor has decided to leave the decision to you. Why is she poisoning her? I'll bring the safe wine. Patchsoka 2 nods her head. She agrees with your decision because she trusts you far more than anyone else in this world. A toast. Spymaster Lemonmar, I thank you all for your graces. Allow me then. This wine is amazing. Over the next few months, I used the tax collector extermination as an excuse to eradicate the Empress Dowager's clansmen within and without the Imperial chambers. Maybe I should have given her the poison one then. I traded 49 innocent lives to restore my own sovereignty. I thought that I would be safe if I just slayed my political enemies, but the more I slew, the more afraid I grew. It felt as if I had to kill more and more people who opposed my rule. Grey Knight, Grey Knight, Grey Knight! I have a matter to entrust to you. Come right now. Where is this? Patchsoka 2's memories are muddled. Let's see where she's gone. You consulted with insurgents in a plot to overthrow my imperial rule. My punishment to you was fair. There are winners and losers in war. This is only fair, but please release my family, especially those children who know nothing about politics, treason or war. I don't want to do this either, of course, but can you guarantee that when they grow up, they won't hate the one who killed their father and attempt another coup? That's right, even I cannot promise that. Is she gonna kill the children? Grey Knight, I've been waiting for you for a while. Once again, the impoverished plot another insurgency, rallying together in an attempt to overthrow my rule. It's too important to leave to anyone else, so I'm entrusting you to handle this. Grey Knight, your chivalrous repute is known among the common folk. We don't wish to kill you. If you wish to abandon that villain, we would welcome a mighty warrior who fights for righteousness. But if you insist on being a tyrant's fangs, we do not fear death either. I don't think I am loyal to the Emperor. I don't really want to be loyal to her, since she's killing lots of people. Leave, and I will pretend we never met. I understand. You do not wish to break your oath, but neither do you wish to harm the people. Thank you. I hope you will one day figure out where your true loyalty lies. Goodbye, Grey Knight. Wait, so we're not... I thought they were gonna... like, try to fight me. Grey Knight, where are you, Grey Knight? Get over here. There are plenty of matters I need you to handle. I can't do it all by myself. Lenimar, the Grey Knight has let you live for too long. Your Majesty, what is the meaning of this? Did you not know? The Grey Knight let you go once. But that's not important. What is that she should not have done so in the first place. I don't understand. I've served your Majesty with all my heart. I've gone through heaven and hell for you. Why would you... I'm sorry, Lenimar. I am very grateful to you, really, but you overdid it. When it could have been resolved with peace, you would meet it with violence. When strength was required, you'd massacre innocents. When you're in court, the other ministers stand uneasy. Isn't that also what you're doing, though? Weren't they all your orders? And shouldn't you, your Majesty, be the last one to accuse me of massacre? Since you're about to die, I'll forgive your verbal indiscretion. So, your Majesty is going to kill me now? I already have, with that wine glass half a system hour ago. You didn't give me a choice this time. To have me eat ice cream first, and then roasted chicken later. I am very aware of your tricks. What do you mean? Using ice cream to numb my tongue, so I would not be able to taste the poison on the meat? You think me a fool? I would never do that. The weather was blazing today, and ice cream melts easily. That's why I advised you to eat the ice cream first. It wouldn't be tasty if it melted. Don't deny it. Retainers, take him away. Your Majesty, I've been wronged. I've been wronged. I think he was just a regular chef. Grey Knight, you're finally here. Another batch of Imperial guards has deserted. These guards have plenty of so-called evidence against me that they intend to use when they join the IPC. Intercept them for me. The IPC has no jurisdiction in the Poopsh's Empire's affairs. Grey Knight, I knew she would send you. You're different from her, in that you can also be reasoned with. This is why you should understand that we have to do this. Tezokik 2's rule must be ended, not just for the Imperial Guards, but for the entire Poopshire Empire. Help me understand, Grey Knight. You fight for righteousness, but why would you wholeheartedly serve such a tyrant? She wasn't like that when she was young. Of course, certainly, no one is born a brutish beast, but to walk a tyrant's path, one does not need a cruel soul, just a weak heart. You wish to die for blind loyalty, or you muster your courage and do the right thing for once? You should leave. Thank you, Grey Knight. You've made the right choice. I don't wanna walk for her. Grey Knight, get over here quickly. You've toiled so long for me. I hope to reward you lavishly. Is she gonna kill me? She's killing everyone else. So I'm guessing the reward is death. Pass down my orders. Execute a saturation bombing on Pazdrak City. Your Majesty, the uprising has been quelled. What in the world are you doing? 3 rebellions have occurred in that city within 5 years. You want me to believe that the insurgency has been quelled? Cease your jesting. Your Majesty, Pazdrak City has been the insurgents' main base, but does not belong to them. It belongs to the 4 million citizens who live there. I understand what you said, and I do not wish to do this either, but for your great Poopshire Empire, some brutal insurgencies are required. I hope you understand. But this isn't just some kind of insurance. You're just burning the forest for these trees. Enough. Since you love Pazdrak that much, men, take this wizened thing up to the airspace of Pazdrak and toss him out along with the bombs. Why is she just killing everyone? I know you didn't mean to conspire, but I am clear that I simply release you. You will send a signal to others. I was merely using my own assets to provide relief to disaster victims. How was that wrong? The stellar winds this time were particularly intense, and disaster victims litter the Empire. While the whole Empire is suffering from a famine, only your hometown's victims received your kindness. How is this fair to the rest of the refugees? Is this really the time to discuss fairness? Your Majesty, every life saved is a precious one. I know that, but the famished common folk don't. They'll think I don't care for them, and that only you do. But I do care, I do. I don't think you do care since you're killing them all. Which is why you can't be soothing relief of kindness. You must be the one who declares himself king of the hill, and he prepares his army, or the kingdom is weakened. This is why I must kill you. Don't you get it? Your Majesty, history will judge us all. Grey Knight, my most trusted one. I believe in no one but you. And this is how you repay me? You release those traitors. The traitorous army has almost breached this place. If it weren't for you, would they even have had a chance to rise again? I once thought that in this world there was at least one person I could trust, but it appears that I was too naive. Retainers, do it. I knew she was gonna kill me. It was obvious that she was gonna kill me at some point. When the revolutionaries barged into the palace, I had already packed my valuables and fled to Penacony. I asked the family to seal my past memories, for they brought me nothing but fear. In Penacony, I became a renowned kind soul. I don't feel bad about those people attacking her anymore. So you remember everything now? Tazokik too dejectedly looks at you and suddenly starts bawling. Grey Knight, I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry. I should not have killed you. I did not want to. Why would I have done those things? I am not the Grey Knight. I know you're not, but you two look so much alike. What are you crying about? As if you didn't do any of those things? Listen, let her cry. We can wait until after she calms down. Tazokik too finally quiets down after much sobbing, regaining her emperor-like elegance. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Swanga, executive leader of the Old Empire Dissolution Committee of the Poopshire Republic. I am his second in command, Ilifin, executive vice leader of the Old Empire Dissolution Committee of the Poopshire Republic. We have come to take you back to stand trial. Tazokik too. You have been charged with over 70 war crimes, 13.12 million murders, 127. Forget it. They're too many. This is in a restaurant. Take a look at yourself. That's a lot of murders. If I return with you, what will you do with me? What else can we do? A fair trial, a lenient judgment. Be content with your lot, as your subjects have never had this chance. I feel that Penacony has certainly turned me back to my old self. A good person should be brave to face their former crimes, and stoically accept punishment. I am willing to return with you. Good person. You've certainly got some imagination, and that's good. Grey Knight, I still have a question for you. I've done so much good in Penacony, and I'm now willing to return to my kingdom to face judgment. Will this atone for my sins? I mean, she killed many millions of people, so I don't think it does. I'll say I don't know though. You don't know? I do. It can't. Atonement? How do you tend to do that? You think the tens of millions you butchered will find peace just because you have apparently made peace with your sins? You think evil would disappear with your death? All a person can do is pay the price, and you will pay for it. That much is enough. But don't think for a moment that your sins will be erased just because you've made peace. You are not worthy. Ilfin is a little overboard, but he's right. Atonement is a fallacious concept in itself. No matter how much good you perform, your past evils and repercussions cannot be easily forgotten. Let's go, Patchsoka 2. Thank you, Grey Knight. Thank you, Nameless. The three of you say your goodbyes and leave the dreamscape. You know that this is your final farewell to Patchsoka 2. Perhaps she's not really a devil by nature. But Ilfin has a point. Even though she has turned over a new leaf, does it even matter to those who died by her hand? Maybe I'll be able to get an update on her life when I browse the network in the future. Congrats on fixing Patchsoka 2's emo dial TikTok. This is very cheery for everything that just happened.
Whoa, nice.
That was an interesting quest. And it was very dark though. Oh, and the cars are fixed. In the last video, the cars had turned like invisible. But now they're back to normal again. That's good. I got an achievement. Crime and punishment. Witness the story of a good person. In quotes. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed. It's really fun getting hit by cars. Okay, one less car. Okay, goodbye.